All right, everyone, what's up? It's Travis here with Salerno Realty, broker with Salerno Realty, and I got a very exciting video here today. I'm in my third year of real estate now, but I decided to let's look back at my first transaction and see how much I actually made as a realtor my first year in Toronto, in the greater Toronto area, and see exactly what the first paycheck for a first year agent would typically look like. Mind you, this is 3 years ago, so prices have definitely went up since then, so you might be looking at a little bit more money these days, but again, the first purchase was a $500,000 condo, so it's a pretty standard number, so I think it is actually a good number, a good figure to look at. Obviously, if you enjoy these kinds of videos, comment below what else you want to see and I'll be sure to do that. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Let's talk about it. So my first transaction, it's August of 2018. I had just got my real estate license. I had just started working with Keller Williams in Mississauga, and I'm brand new. I'm going to the classes, I'm learning everything, and so lucky, I'm extremely lucky that my first deal was really early. I'm talking about my first week. So one of my clients, they reached out to me. They said, I seen you got your license. I'm actually looking for a condo downtown. Could you take me to go see some places? Of course. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Let's go. You ready? Let's go tomorrow. First thing in the morning. Cool. So you know what? I dress up. I'm in my suit. It's it's early September at this point. I pick him up. We head downtown. And mind you, these are things I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to look like a seasoned vet, but I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, like not even a clue of what I'm doing. So we head downtown. We see about 8 condos. The first one was the nicest for sure. It was in Mimico, a little bit outside of Toronto, but I absolutely love that area. And it was cool. It was a nice day. I had no clue what I was doing. So like all the security guards were asking me for my business card, my RICO license, all this and that. And to me, I didn't even know I had to have that kind of stuff. So my experience was showing, but I was just I said, hey man, I'm going to be the best agent out here. I'm going to do whatever I can to look seasoned. So everything that they asked me, I made it seem like I had done it before, even though I had no clue what I was doing. See all of the units, blah, 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 blah. I take him to go to lunch after, and we're sitting down, and he's like, you know what? That first unit, I liked it a lot. Let's put an offer on it. And I'm like, really? Okay, let's do it. He's like, you got your computer? Let's do it right now. What? Right now? You want to do it right now? I do have my computer with me, but in my mind, I was just like, bro, you don't even know how to write an offer. Like, you've never written an offer. You don't even know what program to use. Like, you got your license 4 days ago. Obviously, I'm not gonna say, no, you can't put an offer because I don't know what I'm doing. I pulled out my computer, I looked at it, I made sure he wasn't seeing my screen, and I was just doing research on how to do this and that. And, I was kind of scared, to be honest, because this guy wants to put an offer on something. My paycheck could be coming soon, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I make an excuse. I say, oh, my computer's dying. I gotta go back to the office. I'll write it up. I'll send it over to you and we'll get it all done. He said, okay, that's fine. No problem. So I head back to the office. I call my mentor on the way home and I'm like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I get this done? She said, no problem. Calm down. Send me the listing and I'll walk you through it. Cool. Pull over on the side of the road, send the listing over to her. She calls me back. She says, Travis, this is an assignment sale. I don't do these. They're a little bit complicated. I don't recommend that you do one of these for your first deal because they're a little bit complicated. I said, what do you mean don't do this? That's not an option. This is the only unit he likes right now. And he's very adamant, calling me every hour, every other hour, asking if the offer is ready. He said, well, look, I don't do these types of deals. If you want to do it, I'll give you the number for this guy. Give him a call. He does them often. Get some advice from him. So I give him a call. Of course, he's out of the country. Like, what kind of luck is that? And on top of that, it was like a chore for him. He was kind of angry talking to me. Whatever. I promise I will not be like that agent. That agent, you stuck in my mind. You annoyed me. Screw you. I won't be like that. My client calls again. Hey, are you ready? Is it ready? I don't want to lose this place. I said, I'm working on it. I'll have it over to you soon. Did all the research I could. I had no clue what I was doing at all, but I did all the research I could. I don't know what clauses to put in. I don't know what anything I'm supposed to do. I don't know what any of the things mean because the school that you go to, they don't really teach you how to do offers and stuff. Whatever. We get everything signed. We submit the offer. I gave the lady 7 hours to respond. She called me. She said, look, I need a little bit more time. Looking back, shout out to her. She was great. She helped me out. We worked together. And after like 3 days of going back and forth, fixing the contract, this and that, we agreed on a number. We got it obviously much lower than asking. And luckily, we were able to secure the unit. And I did my first deal literally 1 week into the job, which was mind-blowing to me. And obviously in my mind, I'm gonna be a millionaire now because first week in the job, did my first deal, I'm about to make money. It's amazing, right? Not 100% the case. So the deal goes through, drop the deposit off the next day, everything's cool. But you know what, I'm thinking I'm gonna get paid now. That's not how it works in real estate. So usually it's about 30 to 60 days to get a paycheck because it's escrow is about 30 to 60 days to do all of the due diligence, all of the work in between the scenes has to get done. Watch my other video explaining the escrow process. You don't get paid until the 30 to 90 days are up. So hypothetically, the deal could fall through on the 60th day and you don't get paid. You did all that work and you don't get paid. So you have to always nourish those deals. You have to always work with those deals. Regardless, assignment sales even take longer to get paid. So I didn't realize. I thought I was gonna get paid right out the gate, but that's not the case. I didn't get paid for 80 days or so. That's one of the misconceptions that are usually tied to realtors, that we get paid right away. That's not the case. We get paid when the deal closes, and sometimes those deals can take forever to close. And then I also didn't realize that, you know, as I said, I thought I was gonna be a millionaire because I did my first deal in the first week of becoming a realtor. Little did I know that the next 6 months I wasn't gonna get a deal, which is why a lot of people are out of the business within a few years, because it's hard. It's extremely hard to make money in this industry. You gotta hustle. You can't just sit around doing nothing. So that was a big eye-opener to me. I did my first deal, I got paid, and that money kept dropping. I was like, damn, I need to get on it. I need to go and get another deal. And luckily, I got another deal in March, which was 6 months out from doing my first deal. And I don't know how, but I was lucky enough. My second deal that I did, I really door knocked the area and I sold an additional 3 houses in the neighborhood and helped one of those sellers buy a house. So I was able to string together total 7 deals in my first year. I had another 1 or 2, whatever. But I was able to do 7 deals in my first year. Well, that'll be another video talking about my first year as a realtor, what it was like. But I was able to do 7 deals, that put me in like the top 5% in Ontario, which is just to show you how lopsided the industry is. Top 1% of people do, I think, like 90-something% of the deals, and everyone else is just scrambling for whatever's left. Definitely a competitive industry, and I did not realize that getting into the industry, but it is what it is. You gotta work hard in any industry you're in, and this one is just, the sky is the limit, but you gotta really work for it. But now, we've been waiting, let's talk about the actual pay for my first transaction. And obviously this will vary, but this is just how it was for me. So my first deal was purchased at $500,000. And as you can see, the total commission paid to my side was 2.5%. So that total commission was $12,497. Most realtors have a split that they go by. Some are 90% to yourself, 10% to the brokerage. At Keller Williams, they do a lot of coaching, so our split was 70-30. So I got 70% of the commission. The brokerage got 30% of the commission. So Keller Williams, out of that $12,500, they got $3,749. Remember, you get paid the tax. So being a realtor, remember, you have to have a tax account. You have to have a business number yourself, because yourself is a business. So remember that coming up, okay? So my total pay that I got my first deal in real estate, first deal, $9,033. When you really think about it, my total commission was $12,000 something, but after you pay your split to the brokerage, after you pay your taxes, the leftover amount isn't actually as much as it seems. So you can see why people struggle in this industry, because if you had $5,400 had to last you 6 months, it's kind of hard. If you have a family, all that kind of stuff, it makes it hard. But yeah, there you have it. That was my first pay as a Toronto Realtor. It was great. It was super exciting. Like, obviously this kind of job is very fulfilling. It makes you feel great when you get paid, but there's a lot of months, a lot of times where you're nervous. You don't know where that next paycheck is coming, so you gotta be able to handle the highs and lows of real estate if you're gonna think about getting in this career. But if you can handle those first 2 years, that's what I tell every single person. If you can get through the first 2 years, it's worth it. You gotta scratch and claw to get through those first 2 years, but if you do, it's extremely rewarding and you can make a real living out of this. So I hope this gave you a good understanding on what it's like to be a realtor, your first transaction, what it's like. Hopefully it didn't run on too long, but I want to give you the full scope of things of what my first transaction was like. Obviously, like this video if you enjoyed it, and always punch the subscribe button. Guys, if you want to see anything else regarding real estate, please let me know below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.